Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my god, I haven't done this in a very long time. I think the last time I filmed a video was like last year. But welcome. I'm happy to be back. I know you guys are happy to be back as well. This is your favorite Saudi YouTuber, Lajuli Level. So guys, please do make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. If you're new here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome as well. But yeah, please make sure that you do subscribe and make sure your post notifications are turned on, and make sure that you comment down below. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I posted a Q&A sticker on my Instagram, and some of you guys actually engaged and asked me questions. So Nonchalanta's gonna ask me the questions. She's in the background, she's gonna be asking me the questions, and then I'll be answering. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, let's get it.
First question, how have you been?
I've been great, actually. I've just been okay, really, because I mean, life is a roller coaster. Like, other moments are better than the others, but I've been great. I've been good.
And what has changed since your last video that you did?
Oh my gosh, actually, a lot has changed. Ciao, period. A lot has changed. A lot has changed. Oh my god, I don't even know where to start. I graduated. I'm in a happy and healthy relationship and I have grown as a person and as a woman. Like, you know, I've matured more than I was. So yeah, basically it just sums up everything that has changed.
Yeah. How about Mpilo? We haven't seen you guys together lately. Where is he? What is he up to?
Yeah, so she. Yeah. Mpilo and I are still friends, but we no longer stay together, hence why you guys haven't seen more of us together. But yeah, she's okay, I'm okay, we're good. We just don't stay together anymore. That's why you haven't seen a lot of us together. So yeah.
Okay. You mentioned that you graduated. So what courses were you doing, or what course rather were you doing? And what's your way forward going now?
I was doing performing arts at AFDA, and my plans are to further my studies. I want to continue studying performing arts and also another program. And yeah, I can't really tell you guys all my plans because you guys, people, you know, so I can't tell you guys all my plans, but yeah, you guys are gonna see.
Okay, since we're on that, how do you picture your life rather within the next 5 years? What's the plan? What's the plan?
Obviously to go back to school, and guys, that's like me basically having to tell you all my plans, which I cannot do. But I see myself flourishing, you get me? I see myself getting the bag. I see myself doing what I love and what I'm passionate about. And also, you know, actually, I also see myself married in 5 years.
Oh,
yeah,
brilliant.
And maybe like a kid or two. But yeah, I do see myself married in 5 years.
Okay, that's good. So I suppose that answers the question that you are not single, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not single.
Okay.
Her.
So what's going on in that department? Do you care sharing?
My relationship.
Yeah, what's going on in there? Like,
There's a lot. There's a lot that goes on in my relationship. Geshem, guys, like, it's really been good, Shem. Yeah, it's really been great. It is though one of the most challenging relationships I've been in. Like, it's not even one, it is the most challenging relationship I've been in. But like, I'm loving every second of it because I get to learn more about myself and my partner. And yeah, and I just get to grow. Like, I think I've grown so much through this relationship. So it's, as you guys can see, like, I don't look like a kid anymore. Like, I look like a lady. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So we can see the glow But the question is, are you happy? Are you genuinely happy?
I am genuinely happy.
Yeah?
I'm content actually with how my life is right now, because I believe that in life you need to go through certain stages, you know, like you have to go through certain phases and certain stages, and I went through some of those.
Yeah.
And my life from like last year and this year, like those are two different experiences, and I'm glad that I had to experience my life last year, because then I cannot now just sit here and wonder how my life could have been. At least now I can make a decision and say, I'm happy with this, you know, I'm content. I know how that feels, but I've made a decision to choose this. So yeah.
That is amazing. And what is keeping you going? What keeps you going? What's your get up and go?
Myself. Like,
yeah, talk about that. Okay.
Myself, my mom, my family actually, because my dad and my sister, but mostly because of my mom, you know, because she, like, my mom is like my backbone, really, you know, like she really supports me, and she always has my back, like no matter what. She's like a ride or die. Even my dad too. It's just that like I'm more, you know, I talk to my mom more about everything. Obviously there's some certain things I can't talk to my dad about, but I think my mom, like I just want to do so much for her.
Yeah.
And my dad, like I want to just do so much because they've done so much for me. Like they've taken me to good schools. Ouch. They've taken me to good schools. I've had a good life. You know, like they didn't have to do all that. They could have taken me to just another random regular school, but they didn't. So yeah, like my parents. And because I like things, also that's what keeps me going, because I like things, so I need to make sure that I have a good life, because I cannot allow myself to go through poverty. Like I can never. So I really like things. I'm a shopaholic. I like looking nice. I like feeling good, and yeah, I like fancy places and things.
Everything nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Since you touched on family, tell us a little bit more about where you're from. You know,
I'm from Swaziland.
Yeah.
For my subscribers that don't know that, across the world.
Oh, yeah.
I'm from Swaziland. I grew up in Swaziland. I did my high school, my primary in Swaziland. It's only my college or varsity that I did in South Africa. I was born in Pikspik in Swaziland, but home is at Lutse. Yeah, that's where our family house is.
Yes.
So yeah, that's where I'm from.
Okay. So South Africa or Swaziland?
South Africa. No offense to my country, but no offense to my country, but with just everything that's going on now in Swaziland, for me, it's just a no. Like, and I just feel like when you're in Swaziland, you're not really exposed to like actual life, like real life things, you know. Especially, you know, when you're in South Africa, you can bump into a Lambo or a Ferrari anywhere. Okay. Right? But in Swaziland, it seems like a far-fetched thing. Yeah. You know, like, so no. So then I think that's why maybe most Swazi kids don't really, I don't know how to put it. Like, you know, when you're like a dreamer, they say you're a dreamer because you want certain things. Yeah. But when you're in South Africa, you don't seem like a dreamer because you see these things every day. Like, it's actually possible.
You live the dream.
Exactly. In Swaziland, it's just like, oh my gosh. So basically, to South Africa, to sum everything, South Africa is a better place.
Fantastic. So let's talk about what would be your advice on growth, your advice on change. Talk about that.
Ciao. Okay. I would really say just be yourself. Okay. You know, allow yourself to go through every phase, like I said, because in that way it is much easier to also grow as a person. Because then, you know, when you go through something, then you know how it feels like, you know how to deal with it. I guess like whenever you pray to God and you're like, oh God, please make me more wiser and whatever, obviously God won't just automatically make you wiser. He will put you through certain things that you have to deal with, and those things are going to make you a wiser person for you maybe to be able to help the next person whenever they go through the same problem as you. So like, just be yourself, do you, don't really seek validation from other people, because at the end of the day, it is your life. You came into this world alone, and when you die, the only people that are going to remember you is your mom or the people that, you know, really loved you. But the people you're seeking validation from really just genuinely don't care. So just live your life, guys, and yeah, do whatever you want. That's growth for me. And allow yourself to be. Yeah.
Fantastic. So let's touch someone's life. What's your current spiritual life currently? What do you think of spirituality?
Oh my gosh.
Where's your mindset at?
I've grown so much actually.
Yeah.
Spiritually. So last year, oh my God, I was living such a wild life. Like you know, not necessarily wild per se, but like I would always go out like every single day, right? And with that, I kind of it kind of like created space between me and God, whereas like our relationship wasn't as, because then I wouldn't like pray as much. I prayed if I remembered, you know. And in as much as that was happening, in as much as maybe I did enjoy my life on certain parts of it, but there's just so many things that were going wrong with my life as well. So this year I grew, right? I grew, and I also had the opportunity to meet someone that made it so much easier for me to, you know, grow spiritually.
Beautiful.
And I'm like, now the only thing that matters to me, I'm just maintaining my relationship with God. That's like the most important thing, like just maintaining your relationship with God. I make sure that I pray every day. I make sure that I read my Bible, even though I don't read it every day, which is a bad thing because I'm supposed to read my Bible every day. I do fast, you know, every now and then. And there's just so much that I do. And you know, the most important hours to pray, it is 3 a.m, because that's like demon time. That's when people are attacking your life and your family. And then midnight, you just really praying about your family. Praying about your family, and you're praying upon your life and the people that you care about. And then 7 p.m, you're just praying to thank God about the day that you went through and how he protected you throughout the day. 6 a.m, you're asking God to, you know, you're asking God to protect you throughout the day. So this week I've actually been doing something. This is actually my last day of doing it. I challenged myself that for 7 days, since last week Wednesday, whenever I pray, I don't ask God for anything. I just show him gratitude and appreciate him and thank him. It is hard because I mean we always have something to ask God for. But like this week was just dedicated to me appreciating him and thanking him. And so spiritually you can't touch me, like I'm a baddie in Christ. So yeah.
Fantastic. So a guy with money that doesn't have time, or a guy with no money but has all the time in the world, where are you going? What do you choose?
I'm sorry, but what am I gonna do with a guy with no money?
How about love?
Yeah, but what does it do for me?
How about loving you?
The guy that has money but no time doesn't mean that he doesn't love me. He just doesn't have time.
Okay.
Exactly. This one loves me, yes, he has time for me, but I'm hungry. And hunger creates frustration and fights, and we're not gonna be together because we're just gonna, you know. So honestly, I would rather like be with someone that is busy making money and taking care of me, because I know he still loves me still, than to be with someone that's not gonna feed me. I'm sorry, I can't.
How do you know he loves you when he's not there?
How do I know he loves me when he's not there?
Because I'm asking because love is affection.
Yeah.
Love is an action.
Yeah, exactly.
More than anything else.
And people have different love languages, right?
Yeah.
So like for me, like act of service, taking care of me, for me that is love. Respecting me, that is love. And him not having time doesn't mean that he can't check up on you, he can't do stuff for you, he can't make sure that you're okay, right? It's just that he won't be able to spend time as a guy that has time with, like a 9-to-5 guy.
Okay.
Exactly. A 9-to-5 guy has so much time. He knows that on the weekends he doesn't have work. But a guy that's really getting the bag, he's always working, you know?
I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you on this. So a lot of guys equate money for guys is nothing, because they can always make more money.
Yeah, that's true.
The most valuable thing to guys is their time. For them, that's money.
Yeah.
What's your thought on that, based on what you've just said now?
Honestly, it doesn't even bother me.
Oh, come on.
Like, to be kind of, it doesn't bother me at all. It used to though.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I think I'm told too much, but it doesn't bother me. I really.
You just want the money, girl.
Yeah, and besides
Just take care
that,
of me.
yeah. Besides that, like, cause my dad is that person as well. Like, I never really got to spend a lot of time with my dad, but when I did, when he was able to, you know, we'd spend time together. But most of the time, he was working, making money. So why? He can take care of us. So that's why, for me, love is that, like, I know there's no way you can tell me that my dad doesn't love me.
Of course he loves you. He's your dad.
Exactly. You know, so it's kind of like a whatever situation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
So I suppose Mjolo is doing good then.
Yeah.
That's good for you because you've been taken care of.
Yeah.
Is it a lie?
Look at me. Period.
Let's talk about Reggie from
The boys always say,
yeah.
what about Reggie?
You like him? What do you think of him?
You know, I don't like guys. Reggie is younger than me. I think
He is?
Yes.
Okay.
He's younger than me. I think he's like probably 2 years younger than me. He's probably 20. We just did a video together, and that's it. I like him as a friend, like he's my boy type of thing, like, you know, as a friend and as someone that I know for sure, but not that like I like him. No.
Okay. So we know you traveled to Zim. We want to hear your experience on that. Tell us how was that? All the details. We are hungry for it.
Guys, if I could, I'm gonna do a story time of actually how I got to Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
But I'll just answer the question. How is Zim? I think the people are very nice. Like the people with him, they're just genuinely nice.
Yeah.
I didn't really get to explore or like see or go sightseeing in Zimbabwe, so I can't really speak on it and say, you know, oh my god, the views and the mountains and whatever. I can't speak on that. But I can speak on the people. The people are amazing. It's a different country from my country,
from Swaziland.
yeah. And no offense, but Zim,
well, it is a
you know, it seems oh my gosh, it's different. Let me just say that. Yeah, it is different. But I prefer Zim than Botswana, definitely, for sure.
Have you been to Botswana as well?
Yeah.
Yes. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I went there too.
You're quite busy?
I went there to see my best friend. Hi, Botswana is like a farm.
Yeah.
Like you find cows walking in the street.
So are you saying Botswana is better than Zim, or Zim is better than Botswana?
Zim is better than Botswana.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like you find cows walking in the street of Botswana.
It is
Like
a
in
small
CBD town. It's like finding cows walking here.
So it's the rurals.
Exactly. So yeah, I loved Zimbabwe. I can't wait to go back there and actually like enjoy the country this time around. Yeah.
So what inspired your visit to Zim?
Nothing really, nothing too specific. I have friends there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you are gonna do a video. That's gonna be helping some women out there or some girls out there.
Yeah, to ask questions
on how to ask questions that
they're too afraid to ask their guys.
Yeah,
I will.
Because that's a real thing, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. I definitely will. But like, I don't even know. I guess it's all. It depends on the type of person you are.
Okay.
Like with like personality and whatever. I'm very outspoken, so for me it's not hard to ask questions, because if I don't, then I overthink, and if I overthink, then I just lose my mind.
Sure.
So that's why it's easier for me to just ask a person straight up. But yeah, I will do a video on that. I will speak on that. I'm also gonna do a video on how I got to Zimbabwe.
We cannot wait.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I suppose you are the vocal one in the relationship?
We both
because
are.
we know men are like not communicators.
Not mine.
The balance?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
he's very vocal, he's very opinionative and outspoken, which I like, because I don't want to be with someone that doesn't speak on their feelings.
Yeah.
Because then I wouldn't know. Like I'm seeing nyanga and guess what's wrong. No, because I speak on things, I expect my partner to be able to speak on this, even if maybe he's not like that, but he should learn and teach himself that he needs to speak on things, on his feelings, because I'm not gonna guess. So my partner is very outspoken, opinionative. He will just tell you how he feels, and that's that, which is good for me because I like that.
Fantastic. You did say that you're quite happy, but what's the one thing that's actually going to put like a huge smile on your face right now?
To see my man. See if I see my man walking right now.
When are we getting a video on this man?
Oh, darling, once we're married. the world will see once we're married.
Yeah.
But the one thing, shame, honestly, that and what? Yeah.
It's to see your man.
Yeah.
You love him that much?
I really do. Like, if it were up to me, I'd do everything with daughter. Like, yeah.
That's good. So, just generally in a nutshell, we are now in December. How has been your 2022?
I don't know why I'm laughing. My 2022, it's not one of my best years.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely. But it wasn't the worst year either, because like I'm content in my life. Like, I'm happy with certain things about my life. But we'll try again next year and do so much better than this year, definitely. So yeah, I guess it's because I didn't really do much this year. I guess that's why it wasn't really one of my best years. But I also enjoyed not doing much.
You enjoyed not doing much?
Yeah.
You went a lot more MIA this year. What was the reason behind that?
Okay, at first I lost my phone.
Sure.
And then I got a phone, which I lost again, and I lost that phone again. And then there again, I didn't have a phone for a while. And I think really that has been it. And also, me just working on myself. Like, there was a time I took a social media break because, like, I just feel like there's so much that goes on social media. You know, so another reason was just for my personal reasons. Like, I was just taking care of myself and working on myself and my relationship with God. So yeah, that's really why I've been MIA. No specific reason, just personal reasons. Yeah.
So you say there's a lot going on social media. How do you keep up with the pressure? Because the pressure is hectic. How do you maintain, you know? So
I'm an overthinker, right? I think I mentioned this.
Tell us about it.
So recently, what I do is, if maybe I see a post that will make me maybe feel some type of way, or like a video most of the time, or reels where people are speaking whatever. I don't watch it. I just scroll, you know. And then when it comes to pressure, I think that goes back to like validation.
Okay.
And I don't seek people's validation anymore. Like, I'm just fine with myself. And social media isn't real life. I think that's the one thing people forget. Social media is not real life, guys. Real life is outside that phone. So I just told myself to love my life and appreciate my life the way it is. Because if I will compare my life to people on social media, you can't say, oh my gosh, I manifest maybe let me say Mihlali's life, ne? You don't know what she goes through personally. You don't know that the certain things that she has to go through to get to what she shows people on social media. So when you say you wish you could have someone's life, you don't, trust me, you don't want the problem. You don't mean the problems that they have to go through to get to the things that we see, because life is not a picture. It's way more than that. So really, I don't think I have pressure from social media now. Yeah, it's really not my biggest concern anymore. Like, I don't care for it like that much that I just put so much of my energy on it. No.
So where do you think that switch came, where you actually realized, or rather decided to say, you know what, pressure is not going to determine what I do or who I am? When was that switch? What happened? Tell us your story.
I think it was definitely this year. I think it wasn't even a social media thing. I think it was a thing that happened in my life, you know, with like certain people that used to be in my life. They're not loving my life anymore. And then it's like, if there was people that I thought really cared about me and they're acting like this, what about the people on social media that don't even know me?
Sure.
So what is the point of, because I feel like trying to impress people, unless if you have social media because that's work for you, you get paid from it, you know. But other than that, the switch for me just came from being tired, I guess. Like, you just get tired at some point, because you can't keep up, guys. You can't keep up.
You need to prioritize.
Exactly. So I just prioritized myself.
So talking about prioritization, what are the most 3 important things in your life right now? What wouldn't you trade those things for?
My family, obviously.
Yes, of course.
My family, my man. Like, I'm sorry, guys, I just wouldn't trade that man for anything. And my life and relationship with God. Yeah, I wouldn't trade those things for anything, because I feel like those are things money can't buy.
Sure, talk about it.
Yeah, so I wouldn't trade like my life for anything. I wouldn't trade my mom, my dad, my sister, you know, my grandparents and all that stuff. And my man, like, no, I just wouldn't. Like, I love that man.
That's good though. I mean, love is a beautiful thing. Everybody deserves love, you know?
So, those are the things I wouldn't trade. Period.
You've been talking a lot about your relationship with God. For somebody that doesn't know what that looks like, you know, we have relationships with people, but God is a spirit, right? So how do you have a relationship with something that is invincible? I mean, I know he's a Holy Ghost and he's always there, but for somebody that doesn't know, what does a relationship with God look like?
It's very hard. It's like, a relationship with God is very hard, because it's so much easier to do the wrong thing.
Sure.
And it's nicer to do the wrong thing than the right thing. Nowadays, I actually saw a video today. It was talking about how social media actually has made it seem like doing the right thing is just so boring. Like, it's not the in thing anymore. It's no, you know, it's just a cancelled thing basically. And then, you know, being, I wouldn't even say, not being spiritual, not having a relationship with God, is seem like such a cool thing.
Yeah.
Right? So having a relationship with God is very hard, because it's easy, but it's hard at the same time. Because if you're a person that can commit to a normal relationship with a man in this world, it should be easier to commit to God, right? But then the acts of it, those are the hard things that so I think it would be a thing of you knowing for sure that you want, if you're doing it for yourself, not because you're doing it to please people or to make people believe that you're actually Christian and that you actually believe in God, but if you do it because this is what you want and this is what you believe in. Yeah, and most of the time, and also like people have changed God for the universe, manifestation, and all those things, right? So then there's also, when people always say things happen to you if you believe in them, type of thing.
Yeah.
So whenever you go for an interview, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you've, like for let's say for a first time, it's not like you've actually worked in that department before. It's not like you know that you're going to get the job, none of that, right? But you're going because of the faith that you have, and you believe that you're going to get the job. So same thing with God. You just need to believe that He's there, and you need to believe that your life is the way it is because of Him. Because guys, there has to be a greater power,
absolutely, to
this. Like it's not just in J, there has to be a greater. But I also believe in ancestors, so yeah, I think it's more or less the same thing.
Yeah,
because they're also very spiritual people, and I understand people that believe in ancestors, because with them, they have a difficulty of believing in God because they've never seen, right? But you don't see a spirit. That's why it's spiritual. But they believe in ancestors because they know that it's people that have been here before, and they know that they've taken care of them when they're alive, so they're definitely going to take care of them even when they're dead. So I believe in ancestors and God for those reasons I've stated. Yeah, and because my families are like that. My dad believes in ancestors, and then my mom's side, my mom believes in God. My granddad is actually a pastor. So I grew up in that environment, and it both makes sense to me. Yeah, but it's so sometimes God, like sometimes sometimes personally I don't even feel His presence. When I go through certain things, I'm just like, where is this man? Like, why is He watching my life just fall apart like this? So there are times where you're just like, He's not there. It has to be a lie. But those are the times that you really need to stay strong in your faith, because they say before you get to the end of the light, you always have to go through something. So yeah.
So I wanna go deeper on what you said, that if you are able to have a relationship with a man or anybody else, then you're able to have a relationship with God. So for me, my take is this, right? You're obviously going to elaborate on this. I believe that once one is able to actually have a solid relationship with God, a trusting, loving relationship with God, it becomes easier for them to have external relationships with other people, whether it be romantic relationship, business relationships, right? And because you have an invincible God that you trust and you believe in, and that you honor, it becomes easy for you to honor the next person and love and trust the next person, because you believe in this thing that is unseen. I believe God is everywhere, by the way. So again, I'm going to ask you a question based on what I'm saying. What is your take on umjolo? There's this pandemic that's going on about right now. What's your take on that? What's your take on people constantly cheating and experiencing cheating in their relationships? Do you think it's got anything to do with the fact that they've got a cheating relationship with their God? Hence, it's so easy for them to actually be so dishonest in their physical relationships with human beings.
I think so. It's
Yeah.
it's I would call it submission.
Talk about it.
It's submission, because if you cannot submit to your man, right? It's also his duty to make you submit to him. He doesn't have to tell you to submit to him, but it's so much easier to submit to someone that shows you the way. Like, show me the God in you.
Sure.
Exactly. If you show me the God in you, the master in you, then definitely I have something to submit to. Like, people submit to their bosses at work. Only why? Because there's payment. They get paid at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So definitely it does have a lot to do with not having a really solid relationship with God, because you know that God obviously doesn't support adultery, because there's a lot of adultery that goes on. Doesn't support adultery. So if you knew your Bible, you read your Bible, and you were strong in your beliefs and in your God and whatever, you wouldn't be doing the things that God is against. So it's what I was talking about before. It all goes back down to how the right thing we're supposed to be doing is not cool. Because it's so cool now when someone cheats, and it's not, especially when you're going to cheat on someone, that genuinely loves you and cares about you. That is not a flex. You're dumb for that.
Sure.
So it really has a lot to do with your spiritual life and your spiritual being. I believe it does. Because you can't say you are loyal and you're very submissive to God, but
in the flesh you do the opposite.
Exactly. Like
that.
So it doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, I've talked a lot about spirituality. So where to from now? Did you answer that question? Where to from now? Where are we going from now? I mean, it is December. What are your plans for December?
Oh, shame, guys.
Are we taking another trip to I don't know.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know what my plans are for December, to be quite honest. But I really want to be in Swaziland.
Don't want to be or want to be?
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to be in Swaziland. The only reason I'll go to Swaziland is to see my family. But honestly, the way my life has been this year, I never know where I'll be. Because I could say I'll still be in SA next week. Then next week you see me maybe in Ghana.
Sure.
You know, you never know. So I also never know. So I don't know what my plans are for December.
Is that something that you like, not knowing?
Yeah, I was about to speak on that. I'm not a planner, actually.
Okay.
Like, I'm not a planner. I just were cruising very nicely.
Yeah.
So,
nice and easy.
So, was that the last question?
Yeah, I think that is the last question.
Okay, guys.
We talked about a collab here. I don't know what that is.
Oh, when are we collaborating? Like, probably YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know when we're gonna collaborate. My skin is looking good, child. I don't know. I don't know when we're gonna collaborate, but we can certainly do it. Obviously, when I'm in Swaziland, because I know who asked that question.
Okay.
We'll do it when I'm in Swaziland, and when I'm actually staying there for like probably a week, and then definitely we can do a collab. But as for now, I don't know. And what do you want us to collab on? And yeah, this is a very long video. Anyways, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and now you can hopefully feel like maybe you can now understand me more and on the person that I am now, you know, and the things that I like and stuff like that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do have any suggestions on other videos that I should do, or things I should speak on, or things that you want to see me doing, definitely just let me know down in the comment section, or you can send me a DM on my Instagram. Yeah, but when you do send me a DM, please get straight to the point, because I do not answer to haze and highs. So yeah, I love you guys, and please do share this video with your friends and your family and your frenemies, and bye. Oh, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, ladulu_. Okay, bye. That's it.